Oh my God. This cannot be real. I came across this clip on Twitter. That was the first place I saw it. And I thought that someone was literally putting together a meme because we all know that this new Lord of the Rings show is going to be absolute garbage. So I thought that someone was trying to make like a, I don't know, like a soap opera-ish meme out of the new Lord of the Rings series, but no. This is a official promo for the show. Oh, it is going to be so much worse than we thought. I am sorry, I'm kind of mind blown right now. Who in their right mind would put this out there as if people would want to watch this? This looks so freaking bad. We have the Don Lemon Hobbit. We have freaking what? Oh my, we have Lizzo. Oh my God. Sorry. Man. I had to cut the camera off real quick because I literally could not stop laughing at this. What in the... All right. All right, let's try. Oh boy, let's try this again. Listen. I am not the biggest Lord of the Rings and Tolkien fan in the world. But I grew up with the original Lord of the Rings animated film. And of course, when the Lord of the Rings live action trilogy came out, when Fellowship of the Ring dropped, it was a complete game changer. To this day, I will go so far as to say that was a perfect trilogy. Probably some of the best movies of all time. Maybe even the best movies of all time. And yeah, when you really think about it, probably the best film trilogy of all time. And that's saying a lot. Because there's so many trilogies out there that I absolutely love. Like Back to the Future and other things as well. But the Lord of the Rings movies were just magical. They were perfect. They took you into Middle Earth like it was the last really magical experience I had at the movie theaters. Like you literally felt like you were transferred to another universe, if you will, into like the actual books. Like you were transferred into Middle Earth. And that's the effects that movies used to have on people. They used to transfer you into another world for a couple of hours so you could forget your problems. But nowadays, movies only want to preach to you. And this Lord of the Rings show only wants to preach to you as well. You can just look at the casting and you can figure that out very easily. But it was a magical experience. And I believe that to this day, the Lord of the Rings trilogy, those were like the last big spectacle movies, meaning that they had hundreds of, cast members or extras, if you will. People were just going through hours and hours of makeup. Don't get me wrong, there was CGI, but they went out of their way to make physical set pieces whenever they could. Physical props, actual real stuff. And they even filmed some of the film with miniatures, like the original Star Wars trilogy. So there was just something about the Lord of the Rings films that felt magical, and they still hold up to this day because they didn't always rely on CGI. Like I said, there was some CGI in there, but they also used, physical regular effects as well. And that's why I believe the trilogy can hold up for years and years to come. If not forever. In my eyes, it will forever hold up. But I'm not like the biggest Tolkien fan. Like I read the Lord of the Rings trilogy and I read The Hobbit, but I haven't read everything else. I'm not, a aficionado on everything that is Tolkien. I haven't read every single thing that he has ever put into print like a lot of his fans. However, I am still lending my sword to this fight because I have seen this same thing happen over and over again. But you see, they caught us by surprise when they took over Marvel and they ruined Marvel. They caught us by surprise when they took over Star Wars and just ran it into the ground. But we're ready this time. And I know the Lord of the Rings fans are ready as well. I will go so far as to read up on material, do more research, just so I could be more knowledgeable about this lure and about all of the small little details, just so I could trash this new Lord of the Rings show every step of the way. Because what they're doing is they're coming in trying to destroy another franchise. They're trying to cast all of the original fans out, and they're trying to bring all of these SJWs in. Do you think any of these people really care about Lord of the Rings? The people who are excited about the show? No, they're excited about diversity and all of this other crap that should have nothing to do with Lord of the Rings. And to see, I have never lost my composure while filming a YouTube video. This was my first time. That promotional material that I showed you at the beginning of this video, it is so bad. I don't want to talk about it much because I don't want to have another laugh attack. But it is so bad. It's like they don't even care. They're not even trying, folks. Can you look at that and tell me that they're actually trying? They're not. They don't care if the show is good or not. In fact, I would go so far as to say at this point, maybe they're just relying on hate clicks. I don't know. But I know a ton of people are going to watch this show, not because they're excited about it, because they know it's going to be a complete dumpster fire, and we're going to meme the hell out of it. We're going to make fun of the show every step of the way, and we already know it's garbage. How do we know it's garbage? Because we've seen this exact same thing happen time and time again. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. We've been fooled a few times. We've been baited and switched. Hollywood is just in a sad state right now, but it's nice to see that all of these little movies are getting canceled, like Batgirl. Netflix's stock is dropping. Disney's stock is dropping. Meanwhile, the prices of their tickets is going up. We're seeing the MCU starting to take shots, like some of the movies are no longer profitable. They're not selling as many tickets as they would hope. So there's a crack in the armor right here. And I don't understand why Amazon chose to spend so much money on this show. This is the most expensive show I believe ever created, if I'm not mistaken. Millions upon millions of dollars per episode. And this is what you give us to get us hyped for the show? All of that money and you managed to produce this garbage. It's like, what in the hell? I'm not big on being like, oh, they should have used that money to feed the homeless, but damn, use that money to feed the homeless. No one wants to watch this show. Even the homeless, they don't even want to watch this show. If you gave them a free TV right now and promised that they could watch every episode of Rings of Power, they would not want that. No one wants this. This is the worst looking piece of garbage that I've ever seen. I could rant about it all day. But at least we have something to laugh at here, folks. At least we have a new series that we could point at and be like, yeah, I remember when I used to love Lord of the Rings, but hey, they ruined it. Well, let's make fun of this. But we're not going to let them ruin Lord of the Rings as a whole for us. We're going to make fun of this show, and there's one thing that the Lord of the Rings fans have that everyone else didn't. This is not canon. This is just some stuff someone made up in their head and tried to pretend like it might have been Tolkien's vision, when in reality they've already basically come out and said that they're erasing Tolkien's original vision. But this is just headcanon. This is just some type of weird SJW fan film. Whereas Star Wars, that canon is ruined. The Star Wars canon is ruined. I can't even watch the original Star Wars movies in the same light that I used to because they drove that franchise so deeply into the ground. As far as the MCU goes, I don't even want to have that conversation. It just makes me sad. But I'm glad that other people are standing up. We all need to unite together. The fellowship needs to come back together. Okay? For one last hurrah. We must not let them succeed with this show. We must meme it to death. We must downvote the videos. We must absolutely destroy this freaking dumb... let me not cuss on this video. I'm going to just go ahead and end it here because I could rant all day. Let me know your thoughts down below. Are you hyped for the Rings of Power? What did you think of that promo? Let me know down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all on the next video.